This is the parts car I got. This was $750 and it's got a full manual swap in it. It just had a blown head gasket, but it's got nice coilovers and a bunch of parts I can sell and make some money off of. So hopefully I can get the trans swap for free and make a bit of money parting out the car. 6S.
This is a real-time unboxing with the eBay M52 manifold. And hopefully it lines up. The flanges are pretty big, so hopefully we can re-drill a couple holes and make this work. Straight from China. Comes with some clamps. Couple clamps. I purposely got the clamp one just for ease of install and welding. Look at that. Got bung plugs. Ooh, and it's got. Do we trust these? I don't know. Probably. Whatever. These look pretty nice. I think they're gonna hold. I hope to sweet baby raise that those fit without modifications. Check out those welds. Not too bad. This is $100 plus 160 shipping. So this is 260 Canadian shipped to the door. Oh, those are gonna be pretty sweet if they work. Big dopamine day, because I got this. So what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna pull my manifold, the stock manifold off. And I think I'm just gonna clamp it to this one. And then just hopefully, I think you just have to re-drill a hole in the front and back of these. I don't know, there's not a lot of info online, but we'll try and figure it out. And I got these are off S60. They're called Tethys. 17 by 7.5 with a 49 mil offset. I just have this tire on to see if it'll fit. It's pretty big, I don't know. We'll see. Car's going under the night today. We're gonna start by pulling the manifolds off and mocking them up to the Chinese ones I got. Then it's gonna get a full new exhaust. I'm gonna pull the trans and ship them to you. Look at our inspection light here. Got all the manifold bolts off, nothing broken.
So to make this fit here, you have to widen up all the top holes that line up pretty good. And then you really have to go to town with a grinder to bore out these bottom ones. But it should make a tight seal. The only hairy parts are the backs of both of the manifolds, where you're probably going to need to weld on just a little tab or something to seal it. I know it ain't a pretty setup, but I think it'll do a pretty tight seal, and it's kind of an experiment for the people. I could swap back on the old manifolds, and I don't think they flow that bad. These ones definitely flow better, but I'll try it out and see how it goes.
No exhaust leak. So yesterday I came into this I just wanted to fit my new exhaust manifold on, see if I could get that M52 manifold fitted to the white block, which I did in a hillbilly type way, but it doesn't leak and it actually is pretty good. And it just needs to be carried through out the back. But when I took my stock manifold off, I could clearly see that the head gasket was leaking onto the block. Just there was no other place it could be leaking from. It was right where the head meets the block. You can see here.
And this is fully brake cleaned. 5 minutes ago, all the oil off, and it's still dripping coolant oil.
Well, you can be a good boy and change all your exhaust.
So, dove into the head gasket for some reason. Okay, can you grab this? You grab it over there.
You want to grab the head?
Yeah. Schmutz. So we had pretty heavy leakage all along here.
How's cylinder 2 piston? Do you have that light?
Schmutz. And everything was going smooth. I got everything off. Head came off. And the passenger side 2 in head stud broke off in the block, which is probably worst case scenario. Fuck. That's a lot.
Yeah, I didn't leave you any there.
So, head gasket could have been done yesterday, but now I'm gonna have to attempt to drill that out, and hopefully I can either drill most of it out and then retap the same size threads, and if not, I'll drill the whole thing out and put an M16 threaded reducer in to run the M12 head stud again. But because this sucks. I didn't wake up in the morning thinking I was doing a head gasket. But it'll be nice and tight and sealed and brand new when everything's done. Hopefully. We're hours into this. We got a broken extractor in there. I'm trying to drill through the hardened steel extractor. Not looking good. I was finally able to get through the extractor. It ain't the best hole, but I'm gonna try and tap it and helicoil it.
So this tap didn't work. The hole was too shoddy and oblong, and the motor's got to come out. It's junk, and that's the reality of it. Which I think even buying this new motor is going to cost around the same or less than resurfacing a head and getting all the gaskets and timing belt and water pump and everything. So it came to reality pretty quick. I wasn't that mad about it.
You need to extend it, buddy.
Motor came out relatively easy. This is the first time I've ever pulled a motor out or even attempted a head gasket. So pretty stoked on how everything went. I'm pretty sure this motor had low compression and was really tired anyway. So the new motor is 250 PSI across all 6 pistons. And I'm pretty excited to see how much better it performs.
So we got the motor out, trans out, everything's out. I'm gonna go pick up a new motor tomorrow. I just got this in the mail. Let's have a lookie. Looky Lou. Swedish chip company. So where'd it go? This little $400 unit right here. We're going, should be, I think he said around 10 to 20 horse, 85 with some advanced timing, and taking the rev limiter up to 7,000. So it's gonna be all at once. And I also got, have a look at this puppy. Flywheel adapter ring and the full manual swap. So here's the chip. This is you gotta order this little PLC 32 chip holder, and then you need to solder. You gotta remove the stock chip, it looks like this, and then solder in this holder, and then you can have these in and out. And yeah, hopefully this fires right up. Kind of scary. Kind of stupid to do this with an engine swap and not knowing if it'll start, but who cares? Replacement motor required. This thing's super clean. It's like no oil, timing belt just done 1,000 miles ago. Good to go.
Next video is going to be throwing all the trans stuff on the motor, everything, getting it in the car, and it should be pretty satisfying. And then I'm also going to do one fitting these wheels and coils and everything on as a front wheel drive fitment video because I needed some special spacers and stuff.